कि उससे कोई पूछता है सो व्हाट वर यू डूइंग ऑन 9/11 एंड ही सेज व्हिच वन.
Damn good. Favorite comment ever is इंडिया का डेव शपेल कहाँ है? कहाँ है इंडिया का डेव शपेल? इतना एज तो किसी में नहीं है. लाइक डेव शपेल यहाँ आएगा ना 5 मिनट में रोने लगेगा. 5 मिनट में हमारे कॉन्टेक्स्ट में. मैं हैरी पॉटर पढ़ता हूँ यार. आई एम सॉरी आपके किरोसावा टाइप ऑडियंस वगैरह वगैरह. थोड़ा बेसिक बिच हूँ मैं. कोनन 6'7".
6'7".
7 ब्रो. मैं उसके साथ इतना अच्छा चल रहा था मेरा सेगमेंट. ऑल द कमेंट्स लाइक ही इज डूइंग वेल, ही इज मेकिंग अस प्राउड. And then at the end of it, you came and stood next to me. फिर वो आके मेरे साथ खड़ा हो गया. We look like a pencil and a rubber together.
Hi Veer, how are you? Welcome to चलचित्र Talks.
Thank you for having me, man.
आपके आने से हमारे जो इस साल के जितने एमी इंटरनेशनल नॉमिनीज हैं उससे सब अब चलचित्र पे आ चुके हैं.
अरे तो जिम भी आया और शिफाली मैम भी आई.
यस.
यार मैं बहुत नर्वस हूँ. I'll tell you why. Because I've seen आपके रील्स देख चुका हूँ and I know what's about. And I feel like I'm not intelligent enough for this podcast. ये थोड़ा आर्टिस्टिक है और मैं थोड़ा जोकर आदमी हूँ. So I don't know if I'm the right fit. और अगर जिम आया है और शिफाली भी आई है, so I think that puts a lot of pressure on me to be intelligent, which I'm not here.
अरे मैं आपको लाइक लाइटन अप करने के लिए कुछ दिखाता हूँ. यहीं पे बैठ के एक गेस्ट आए थे, उन्होंने हमें एक स्टोरी सुनाई थी. देखो.
उस टाइम पे I was doing the first World Cup there. Cricket Crazy was my show. Guess who was my co-presenter? I'd taken him along. Veer Das.
Oh.
I'd taken Veer because Veer was in college with me.
Wow.
So I said, and Veer had not hit this international big time at the time, right? So I told Veer that I said, you want to do this gig in Singapore? He says, what? He says, cricket. He says, I don't know much, man, about cricket. I said, but you know enough about cricket. Aaj hum maze karenge. So he came with me. He was like, yeah, I think he didn't even give his invoice after that. I was calling him and said, listen, they're calling me from Singapore, give your invoice, man.
ये एक्चुअली ये सच बोला है इसने. मैंने नहीं भेजा अपना इनवॉइस बिकॉज आई थॉट आई डिडंट डू अ गुड जॉब. तो मेरा वो पॉलिसी है कि लाइक इफ आई फील लाइक आई हैव नॉट परफॉर्म्ड आई विल नॉट टेक मनी. बट द थिंग इज, एक तो गौरव सीनियर था, ठीक है. नाउ आई डिडंट नो. कैन आई कास्ट ऑन दिस थिंग? कैन आई नॉट? जो
बाद में हम बीप कर सकते हैं.
हाँ ठीक है. जो हटी ना एंड फॉर 2 weeks in a row. क्योंकि एक तो पहले आई थिंक इट वाज 2020 वर्ल्ड कप और इंडिया में होना था एंड देन दे शिफ्टेड इट टू साउथ अफ्रीका और समथिंग लाइक दैट. और हम सिंगापुर में थे. सो वी आर अप ऑल नाइट लॉन्ग. ऑलराइट. तो फर्स्ट तो यू आर गोइंग टू वर्क एट 8 PM व्हेन इट्स डार्क. उसके बाद भाई यू विद गौरव कपूर एंड लाइक वसीम अकरम और somebody and they're like, you know, the short pitch of the grass, of the angle of the this and that, etc. And I'm like, Sachin's looking cute. You know, so I had zero cricket knowledge. But Gaurav was very helpful. He'd be like, अच्छा तू ये बोल दे, तू वो बोल दे. So he gave me a lot of lines. But अगर आप समझते हो कि स्टैंड अप में आपको हेटरेड मिलेगा या फिल्म्स में आपको हेटरेड मिलेगा, क्रिकेट कमेंट्री में जो हेटरेड मिलता है ना आपको, दैट टॉप्स एनी टाइप ऑफ हेटरेड यू कैन गेट. सो सिंस देन आई हैव स्टेड अवे फ्रॉम एनी लाइव स्पोर्ट्स. इट्स मे बी द मोस्ट स्ट्रेसफुल थिंग आई हैव एवर डन एंड आई डिडंट थिंक आई डिड अ गुड जॉब. सो I don't think I sent my invoice at all.
But I thought I'll show this to you as an ice-breaking thing. But मैं एक recommendation देना चाहता हूँ before I take your recommendations. ये audience के लिए है. जब मैं स्कूल में था तो I used to watch this show on CNBC called News on the Loose.
हाँ जी.
Guys, देखना चाहिए. This is how I know of you. That was my first intro. Do people talk about it? Like अभी होती है बात?
It was the 2.5 minute का था on the news, you know, and
वो पेन जिसमें लेके आप वो करते थे.
So the context is कि मैं मुंबई आया, ठीक है. और मुंबई में I moved to Mumbai in a day. So basically what happened was comedy चल रही थी, अच्छा चल रहा था, दिल्ली में कुछ कर रहा था. And there's a lady called Sabina Saikia who used to be the editor of Delhi Times. And she unfortunately lost her life in the 26/11 attacks. But she saw कि इस बच्चे में टैलेंट है. And she's like, बॉम्बे में एक टाइम्स फूड अवार्ड्स होता है जिसमें पूरा बॉलीवुड भर के आता है, तो इसको यहाँ पर डाल देता हूँ इस बच्चे को. तो मैं आया. And I remember like first celebrity I met was Jackie Shroff.
Oh.
So imagine that is your intro to this thing. And I was so nervous कि see Jaguda talks and you are either on the train or off the train. You are either the station or on the train. So like, hey, Veer, तुमने ऐसा सबको काम, and I'd never seen a Bollywood star before. And that night I met Aishwarya Rai, and I met Vivek Oberoi, and I met Jackie Shroff, and I met all these people who had come for this thing. And वो टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया के एक ओनर थे विनीत जैन, एंड थे नहीं, मतलब है ऐसा, गुजरे नहीं है, बस न्यूज़ गुजरा है. ही इज़ लाइक, आपको वीजे बनाएंगे हम, तो आप आओ मुंबई एंड फाइंड योरसेल्फ एन अपार्टमेंट इन 1 week. तो वो टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया के गेस्ट हाउस में था, और वहाँ एक अपार्टमेंट मिल गया मेरे को 6,000 रुपये का. तो फिर भैया वीजे क्या होता है ये भी देखा जाए. तो देन आई वाज सेंट फॉर अ मीटिंग विद गौरव कपूर. गौरव कपूर, साइरस सावकार, पूरब कोहली, निखिल चन्नप्पा, मतलब रिमेंबर दे वर लाइक द ओरिजिनल इन्फ्लुएंसर्स, नो, एंड दे वर लाइक तू वीजे बनेगा, एंड आई एम लाइक नहीं,
फेम चाहिए तुझे,
एंड आई एम लाइक मुझको कॉमेडी करना है, एंड ऑल ऑफ देम सेड तू यहाँ से चला जा, यहाँ कुछ नहीं होने वाला स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी का, बिकॉज देयर वाज नो सीन बैक देन. सो आई डिड वीजे थिंग फॉर 3 weeks. आई गॉट फायर्ड. Because Vijay is tough, yaar, guys, ये अगला गाना, blah blah blah, and I like news, I like politics, and so I took my friend's handycam, and वो kitchen table पे I shot a pilot, and I put one thermocol background saying Indian excess, and I took that to NDTV and CNBC, and CNBC made me an offer at the age of 25. And they put me on the prime time news.
oh dude.
So imagine you're 25 years old, but that evening you are making fun of Manmohan Singh, Mukesh Ambani, Anil Ambani, and whether they watch NDTV or India Today or not, they all watch CNBC. CNBC sab dekhte hain, that prime time bulletin. So it was the most terrifying thing I've ever done. Ki, you know, just basically going, IMF होता क्या है, you know, उसके बारे में अभी जोक्स लिखना है 7 बजे रात को. So that's, I should do that.
या मेरे को ये यूनिक न्यूज़ फॉर्मेट्स बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है. इन कोविड जॉन क्रेसेंस्की जो हैं द ऑफिस, उन्होंने द गुड न्यूज़, ओ डूड इट वाज सो गुड. मतलब घर पे ग्लोब घुमाते हुए लाते थे, एंड लाइक स्टीव कैरेल आ गए कभी.
But it's also very like American thing. Chalo, let's all feel happy. You know, we're all here's what's happy about America.
Right.
I think अपना psychology होता है कि अगर कुछ अच्छा चल रहा है तो चुप बैठ ही रहो. Like I talk about this in my stand-up. Like अपना psychology is protect your joy.
Right.
Don't tell too many people about your joy. कि नजर ना लग जाए, etc. etc. So I don't know if that would work in India.
हम मूवीज वगैरह पे बाद में आएंगे, बट सिंस वी आर ऑन दिस टैंजेंट, हु आर सम ऑफ योर फेवरेट इंटरव्यूअर्स, रेडियो होस्ट, RJs, VJs of all time?
I think locally, Rishi K does a very good job as an RJ. You know, genuinely interested in his guest. I really like I'm not sure if I can say this or not, क्योंकि वो शायद बदलते रहता है, but Jeetu Raj, I think there have been 2-3 Jeetu Rajes, you know, so the Jeetu Raj I met was very nice on radio. Late night talk shows na, Conan O'Brien.
Dude, आपका कोनन वाला पॉडकास्ट है.
He launched my America career.
Damn.
And America is still a very tough market to crack, because they're like, oh my god, he's big in India, लेकिन यहाँ कौन देखेगा, etc. etc. And they have, उनका एक local palatable Indian होता है हमेशा. इंडिया का हमको इतना समझ में आता है, और वो इससे मिलता है हमको, तो रसल पीटर्स से मिल जाता है हमको. जितना इंडिया हमको समझ में आता है, रसल से मिल जाता है, या हसन मिनाज से मिल जाता है, या किसी और से मिल जाता है. अब कोई इंडिया से आ रहा है कुछ ओरिजिनल पर्सपेक्टिव लेके, दैट्स टफ टू रैप योर हेड अराउंड, because it's not the local hotel owner Indian or the engineer Indian. Conan is the first guy who was like, this is something different, let's put him on. You know, it's very tough to get that spot. It's not an easy spot.
And you've done multiple things with him, na? Conan Needs a Friend पे आप बाद में आए थे, right?
I've been on like 4 times. Wow. I think I don't think any other late night talk show host has championed so many German voices, Norwegian voices, African voices. If you look at like Kimmel, Fallon, they're all still very mainstream white America.
और बहुत सारे comedians Conan के initially staff writers थे. Louis C.K. talks about it a lot. He used to be a staff writer for Conan.
But I also think Conan is the most naturally talented of all of them. I think comedy करने के लिए something has to be weird about you. Something has to be off. It can be good off or bad off also. लेकिन off होना चाहिए. You know.
Got it.
तो Conan 6'7", you know
6'7".
6'7", bro. मैं उसके साथ इतना अच्छा चल रहा था मेरा सेगमेंट, फिर वो आके मेरे साथ खड़ा हो गया. वी लुक लाइक अ पेंसिल एंड अ शार्पनर टुगेदर. वो पेंसिल बॉक्स में साथ साथ. 6'7", big white guy with some gigantic orange hair. It helps because instantly लोग आपका विजुअल देख के ही सोच लेते हैं कि इससे कुछ नॉर्मल नहीं आने वाला है. तो ये मेरे साथ लिबर्टी ले सकता है किसी ऑफ जगह जाने के लिए.
नहीं, मैंने ये चीज़ कोनन के बारे में नोट की. इनफैक्ट आप मेरे को बताओ, जब कोई लेट नाइट शो पे जाता है, और मैंने बहुत कॉमेडियंस का देखा है कि वो एक क्वेश्चन पूछता है कॉनर और वो बिट ही कर देते, तो ये पहले से डिसाइडेड होता है कि यार ये मेरे को
थोड़ा सा conversation
थोड़ा सा
होता है.
बिट करने देना मेरे को, तो ये पूछना, मैं ये फिर ये बिट करूंगा.
हाँ, आई थिंक द बहुत स्ट्रेसफुल एटमोसफियर है वो, क्योंकि शो फिल्म होता है 4:30 बजे और जाना होता है 8:30 बजे या 9 बजे. तो they've only got like 3 hours to edit really a variety show. At least when I did Conan, आपको साफ साफ बताया जाता है कि अगर ये अच्छा गया तो आपका अमेरिका करियर यहाँ से शुरू होगा, और अगर ये बुरा गया we'll see, you know what I mean? ऐसा साफ साफ बोला जाता है. ठीक है, अब आप बाहर निकलते हो और आपके पास 4.5 मिनट है, राइट. एंड ऑडियंस इतनी बड़ी नहीं है, कुछ ऐसा 200 लोग हैं जितना ये हैबिटेट के लोग ऊपर आते हैं, उतने ही लोग हैं. और आप ये सोच के आते हैं इंडिया से फकिंग 24 आवर फ्लाइट की कोनन करने जा रहा हूँ, तो मतलब ये बहुत बड़ा कासल होगा जिसमें मैजिकल लोग बैठे होंगे. 200 पीपल प्लस बैंड. फिर आप जाते हैं एंड यू आर वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट पीपल ऑन द शो. तो यू आर स्टैंडिंग बिहाइंड अ कर्टन. द फर्स्ट गुड साइन फॉर मी वाज उसने मेरा नाम सही बोल दिया, which means उसने थोड़ा तो देखा हुआ है कि मैंने क्या किया है, right? Because otherwise Americans are like weird ass has come, my company is called Weird Ass Comedy because for the longest time they were like weird ass. तो उसने weird das बोला था. हमने okay, आपका 4.5 मिनट निकल जाता है, you have no idea how it's gone. It doesn't come on air till 9 o'clock. तो for like 5 hours you're just like, do I have a career, do I not have a career?
Damn.
So it's a very weird thing. Then when you get on the couch, then he's like, what do you want to talk about? You tell me. And he's very good at finding a way to lead into this
lovely. मेरे को याद है ऑन्टराज में इन सबका कैमियो था. जिमी किमेल हर टाइम में गया. तो आई थिंक टुवर्ड्स द लेटर सीजन्स जे लेनो का एक कैमियो था, और उसमें फिर एक ऑडियंस का शॉट आता है जहाँ पे एक बहुत बड़ा वो साइन लगा हुआ है, क्लैप यू बास्टर्ड्स. उसमें लाइट आ रही है, जा रही है, क्लैप यू बास्टर्ड्स.
Yeah, but the audience भी तो पूरा टूरिस्ट होता है ना. So it's not a Los Angeles crowd या New York cool crowd. वो आयोवा से आए हैं या ओहायो से आए हैं, आधे तो चड्डी में बैठे हुए हैं, tourists, American families. तो for an Indian guy that's उनकी समझ इतनी नहीं है इंडिया के बारे में, but they're very responsive, they're very cool in that sense. I do think कि वो format is dying. I can't think of, like, I think Conan was the last great one. And now it's like playing stupid games with celebrities. Come, you wear earphones and I'll say one word, and, it's that. But it's not a conversation as such.
And I think podcast overtook that.
Yeah, podcast killed that. So, Conan, yaar.
How do you like David Letterman?
David Letterman, the new Netflix show is damn nice. Because that is a deep dive into somebody's life. David Letterman, OG David Letterman, I think as a young man you like him. Because he's mean. He was mean. I don't know if you see his clips now also. Yeah. They can, if you hit 40, I'm sorry, how old are you?
29.
29. So I'm guessing you like him because bol diya or something like that. But if you, once you get to a little bit of my age, you're like, he's being kind of an asshole. Especially if you look at like Letterman with women, it's some very uncomfortable shit here, So I always found him a little mean. for my liking.
मैंने तो जो इनका Netflix वाला शो था, I just saw the शाहरुख खान episode, उसमें तो.
But then Shahrukh is a level of charming that I think once every like 60 years, God is like, okay, that guy gets it, and she gets it, and that guy gets it. Like 3 people will get it. Like, okay, chalo, Shahrukh, Obama, Meryl Streep. Okay, like these 3 people will get this level of charm, and Baki, whatever's left, we'll have to divide it amongst the other 6 billion people on the planet.
अभी तो ये सब डरते होंगे ना कि ऑस्कर के लिए इनवाइट ना आ जाए, वो मना कर देते होंगे होस्ट करने के लिए, बिकॉज हर साल ही जिमी किमेल होता है यार। मैं तो ये हो जाता हूँ, आई डोंट नो द लास्ट टाइम आई वाज इम्प्रेस्ड। क्रिस रॉक वाला सही था ऑब्वियसली, और वो तो फिर अलग रीजंस की वजह से और वो हो गया
भाई साहब।
बट डू इज एनीवन आउट देयर लाइक रियली लाइक सीकिंग कि मेरे को बुलाओ ऑस्कर करने के लिए? जैसे रिकी जर्वेस किल्स इट व्हेन ही डज हिज मोनोलॉग्स, बट
Yeah, but see, Ricky Gervais also has the luxury of not having to give a fuck about the audience. You know, वो इतने सक्सेस से आ रहा है और इतना अपर ब्रिटिश प्रिविलेज से आ रहा है, वो हैम्स्टेड में रहता है। उसको क्या है कि रॉबर्ट डाउनी जूनियर उसको पसंद करता है कि नहीं। यू नो, ही डज वन शो दैट ही प्रोड्यूसेस, दैट ही डायरेक्ट्स, एंड ही डज अ स्टैंड अप टूर। आई हैव डन अ लॉट ऑफ अवार्ड्स, राइट? एंड सो I've hosted like the GQ Awards or like the HT Awards. When you're hosting, it's a tough gig because nobody gives a shit, man. And you have to understand ki not at the Indian Awards, because Indian Awards में वो 5 मिनट पे आते हैं and they know they're going to win, and you are best cinema icon of रजनीगंधा in पान मसाला रो 6 में आए हैं 5 मिनट के लिए अवार्ड, राइट? बट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड लाइक विद अ मेन स्ट्रीम अवार्ड सब लोग आते हैं, यू बिन देयर सिंस 3:34 PM, right? And all of you are hopeful, and then through the course of the night 90% of this audience has lost. So at the end of the night only 10% are happy and 90% people are pissed off,
Yeah.
and cannot leave.
Yeah.
So it becomes tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher to do stand up because 90% of the audience is fucking irritated at that point. So you have to get your monologue first. तो वो हमेशा तोड़ जाता है, जो भी होस्ट करता है वो monologue तोड़ जाता है।
ट्रू
But उसके बाद to hold it is damn tough यार।
और नहीं कर पाते, वो मतलब सडन रिटेंशन ड्रॉप है, लाइक नहीं होते, लाइक आई डोंट नो, लाइक ऑल्सो नॉर्मल ऑडियंस उनको भी अभी ये देखना है बेस्ट फिल्म क्या है, बेस्ट डायरेक्टर क्या है, बीच में आई डोंट नो द रिटेंशन गोज अप है।
एक चीज़ अगर मैं बोलूँ उनके अवार्ड्स के बारे में जो मुझको अच्छा लगता है कि यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि कमेडियन नेवर कम्स फ्रॉम अ प्लेस ऑफ पावर, राइट? एक अवार्ड्स एक एटमॉस्फेयर है जिसमें आप लोगों के पास पावर है, यू आर रिच, यू आर फेमस, यू आर स्टार्स, यू आर गॉड्स चोजन, राइट? Sit down and take a little bit of a beating for a little bit, and it will humanize you to the audience as well, you know. And for that you need somebody who's at lesser power. That's when you humanize somebody, right? If a very big star in India, we make very big stars host award ceremonies, and then when they take shots at somebody who's slightly less powerful than them, it doesn't humanize them. It in fact is a weirder trajectory. But I feel like the most powerful people in India and the world can take a joke, but they will not take it from somebody who's at equal level of power than them, and they will not take a joke from somebody who's at more level of power than them. They need somebody at lesser level of power than them to take a joke up at them, and then they'll be cool. So I wish
Otherwise they'll go Will Smith on you.
otherwise they go Will Smith on you, right? So that's why I wish ki in Indian awards you would let clowns enter and let people of lesser power enter and take pot shots at the gods. Then it will be a watchable award ceremony.
True.
You know, when I get to do a joke about Ranveer Singh, or I get to do a joke about Akshay Kumar, being no threat to them, not being in the same altitude as them, but having a connection to the person who's at an altitude of normalcy, it will humanize both of those guys.
इंडिया में लास्ट टाइम कब हुआ था? लाइक मेरे को तो AIB रोस्ट याद है, उसके अलावा व्हेन वाज द लास्ट टाइम इट हैपेंड प्रॉपर्ली?
And I mean, I used to write the Filmfare Awards. I was the script writer for 3 years. I wrote most of the award ceremony with Rohan Tanmay, Kavi, and everybody. But the first time I wrote it was Imran and Ranbir का पहला Filmfare, आपको याद होगा? So we wrote that. That worked really well because here were 2 बच्चास who were making fun of all the big boys. अब वो कल्चर ही चला गया है। Now it's big boys making fun of middle boys, which is I don't know.
हमने ये सारी बातें कर ली, बट नाउ आई वांट टू टेक सम रिकमेंडेशंस फ्रॉम यू, एंड आप मेरे को पहले ये बताइए, व्हाट्स योर रिलेशनशिप विद मूवीज? आप लाइक हाउ मूवी वॉचिंग कैसे रहता है आपका?
अभी तो थोड़ा बदल गया है। पहले आई वुड वॉच वेरी डार्क मूवीज, हॉरर मूवीज, गैंगस्टर फिल्म्स, और एनीथिंग वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 is my ये मेरा जैम है, right? And that was because movies were kind of a escape from stand up. If you do what I do, sometimes आपको ये feeling आ जाती है कि यार सब कुछ इतना light है, मेरी लाइफ में ग्रेविटी कहाँ है, you know what I mean? मेरी लाइफ में डेप्थ कहाँ है, तो चलो ये मैं देख लेता हूँ 1917 और वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह, तो थोड़ा डेप्थ आ जाएगा लाइफ में, थोड़ी नॉलेज आ जाएगी. नाउ आई एम डायरेक्टिंग, सो अब थोड़ा लेंस बदल गया है कि I have to catch up a little bit. I've not seen enough good cinema. You know, I'm directing, co-directing 3 things, and I'll be acting in all 3 of them as well. So I need to get my lens, my inner lens.
मुझे डेजा वो हो रहा है बिकॉज आई ऑन दिस सेम सेटिंग मैंने कुणाल खेमू के साथ एक एपिसोड किया था एंड वो नाउ उनका भी फर्स्ट डायरेक्टोरियल लाइक थिंग इज कमिंग एंड लाइक आपका गोगा गॉन वाला जो पूरा एसोसिएशन है, तो लाइक इट्स रिमाइंडिंग मी ऑफ दैट ऑल्सो कि जब व्हेन एन एक्टर और अ परफॉर्मर गेट्स इनटू डायरेक्शन, मेरे को तो बहुत पसंद है.
I think so. Like I've just wrapped something that I co-show ran, which I also starred in. But I wanted the first thing that I made to be for kids, because I've spent 15 years in adult comedy, you know, and I just really wanted to test myself, saying, can I make something really beautiful and human and basic? And I like the Pixar Disney formula of success, which is that you make the children laugh and the adults cry
Nice.
in a show.
Nice.
You know, because if you make the adults laugh and the kids cry, the family can't watch it together, right? But that is the thing now, when you watch a Moana cartoon or a Pixar cartoon, your parents are crying and the kids are having the comedy beats.
True.
So we tried to create a show like that with applause, which we just ended up wrapping. But it's a very sweet children's magical realism vintage
Arre
kind of
wah.
a show. So I just did that, and then now I'm doing like an action comedy, co-directing an action comedy. So
And
that's
you're also starring in that?
I'll be one of 4 people. There are 4 main leads in it. But yeah.
And let's backtrack a little. मेरे को एक चीज़ आपने बोली कि anything World War II. Like, why is that?
I don't know, yeah. Like it's
Basically, do you have a thing for war movies or shows?
I have a thing for war movies and shows, but I also have a thing for I'm fascinated with that period of time. I liken it to COVID a little bit in that it is exemplifying of the get up and go or just keep going human spirit. You know, people in parts of Europe, parts of Asia, they would live a life, make sandwiches, have tea, and then go into a train station at night. And, you know, in the tube station, they would spend the entire night because they knew bombs would go off on top. But वहाँ पर उनका थोड़ा रेडियो चलता था और थोड़ा गिटार बजाता था, and some people would write, and kids would be taught things, and I like that spirit.
Tell me about some of your favorites in the war genre.
Really like Saving Private Ryan, right? But my favorite war movie of all time is a movie called Monuments Men.
I haven't seen this.
So it's George Clooney directing.
Wow.
And it's it's about the last few days of World War II. Now what the Nazis had done is they had hijacked some of the most famous pieces of art from across Europe, because everywhere they went there were Monets and Picassos and Van Goghs, etc., etc. And so there was a Nazi just storage of the best art in the world, Rodin, everything. And so it's George Clooney, Matt Damon, and they are actually art experts who are all in their 40s and 50s and have to go through basic army training, and then they're plunged into Nazi Europe to try and rescue these pieces of art.
Oh, bhai.
So they're actually just professors, you know what I mean? Like college professors who love art, but they're stuck in World War II. And, you know, in the last few days of World War II, anything was going. You know, people were, that sense of madness was there on both sides.
Yeah.
So I like that. Downfall is a German film that is set in Hitler's bunker.
Yeah, that I've seen. Yeah. जहाँ पे उसकी वो speech है ना जिसमें memes बनते हैं.
Yeah, exactly. So I like that one. I really like what Dibakar did with World War II in his with Sushant and Byomkesh Bakshi. That coverage was also very nice, and that capturing of it was very nice.
Have you seen Hacksaw Ridge?
No, I've not seen Hacksaw Ridge.
It's directed by Mel Gibson and it stars Andrew Garfield. It's about this guy whose job is to जो डॉक्टर होते हैं ना जब लाइक वो तो उसके ऊपर कहानी है कि अगेन उनकी ट्रेनिंग दिखाई एंड लाइक ही वांट्स टू सेव लाइव्स और लोग मर रहे हैं एंड लाइक उसका है कि मैं एक आदमी और बचा लूँ एंड फ्रॉम अ पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ अ डॉक्टर who is like on like the grounds जहाँ पे everyone is dying, you see this film. It's मेरे को because I also focus a lot on sound when like you see particularly films like these और Hacksaw Ridge ने क्या फोड़ा है, like जैसे आपने Saving Private Ryan बोला उसके जो पहले 10 मिनट है,
हाँ, the sound design on that, it won the Oscar for best sound design, I think.
oh I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, but I've not seen yet an Indian movie about our experience of World War II so much, because we were also a very interesting place around then.
You know, अभी when Oppenheimer was coming, I was asking in my like WhatsApp groups कि यार कोई ऐसी पिक्चर बनी है क्या जब ये हिरोशिमा नागासाकी के बीच के कितने कुछ 7-8 दिन का डिफरेंस था between the dropping of the 2 bombs, there was a time frame.
Fat Man and Little Boy के बीच में?
हाँ, मतलब एक ही दिन में थोड़ी गिरा दी. हाँ. So I was like कि मेरे को
Are you sure though? I think we might be wrong. Are you sure they didn't drop simultaneously?
No.
Alright, cool. Okay.
हाँ, तो उस टाइम क्या हो रहा था दुनिया में, मेरे को इस पे कुछ जानना है. बिकॉज इन ओपनहाइमर देयर इज दिस डायलॉग ना कि पहले एक गिराते हैं, लेट्स जस्ट ड्रॉप द सेकंड बॉम्ब सो दैट दे नो वी कैन डू दिस अगेन. सेकंड बॉम्ब गिराने का पॉइंट ही ये था उनका.
Dude, I might be one of the only people in the world who's not seen Oppenheimer yet.
Oh.
I've seen Barbie. I've not seen Oppenheimer.
Why is that?
My wife wanted to see Barbie, so we saw Barbie. But like I was talking to somebody and I found a newspaper article. I'm half Bihari, right? So I'm half UP and half Bihar. So I like Bihari stories as well. You don't see a lot of Bihari people on screen that are not caricatures and not stereotypes. And I feel like we're very intelligent people. You know, so I read a story about a Bihari man in World War II who married 16 Jewish women and brought them back to India.
Oh.
You know, through forgery and papers and all of that stuff, etc., etc. 16 बार शादी किया उसने, and he kind of started a community, you know what I mean, of just Jewish people in India. So, like, I think that's a great story to be able to tell one day, you know, about India's experience of World War II. Like, I like also कि ये main plot है,
साइड में
हाँ, लेकिन कहीं तो आपका Greek chorus है ना off stage. तो मेरे को ये कहानियाँ बहुत अच्छी लगती है. Like, more than Star Wars, I like Rogue One. You know, कि the parallel stories. So I want to make something like that someday.
For the same reason, I also like the spin-offs like
Yeah.
of what यार अब मेरे को इस कैरेक्टर पे कुछ बना के देख.
अभी Sopranos का आया ना? Did you see the prequel to Sopranos?
I have to.
I think Sopranos is one of the best TV shows that has ever been made.
Agreed. मैंने एक अभी टॉप लाइक ग्रेटेस्ट शोज का एक 20 शोज की लिस्ट डाली थी, फर्स्ट पे मैंने सोप्रानोस ही रखा.
हाँ, तो Many Saints of Newark is a feature that is about, it's kind of a prequel to it. It's very cool.
And it's also made by David Chase only, no?
I'm not sure.
हाँ.
Not sure.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not informed enough for your podcast.
नहीं, मैं भी गूगल ही करके
यहाँ सिनेफाइल्स आते हैं और वो बोलते हैं यार उसका ग्रेडिंग वगैरह बहुत अच्छा.
अरे बट आपने ये जॉर्ज क्लूनी वाली क्या बताई यार, लाइक कि तो क्या प्लॉट है यार. These are the things that get.
I love side stories.
Yeah.
This is again, Monuments Men is like a parallel story to the big picture.
Tell me about like more like films or shows जहाँ पे you are just like fascinated by the plot कि यार ये क्या मतलब चीज़ पकड़ी है इन्होंने.
So my favorite film is a film that I honestly believe more people need to see under the age of 35. It is called Young Frankenstein. It is a Mel Brooks movie, right? And they took the Frankenstein plot, and this is when color movies were being made. I think Young Frankenstein was made in the 80s, right? But they made a black and white movie, and they set it around those old Frankenstein, you know, cinematic tropes. My dream is to make an Indian Frankenstein comedy, you know, because almost every culture has an adaptation of the Frankenstein story that is local. But I don't think structurally any cast of characters has lent themselves more to comedy than the Frankenstein, this thing. So Young Frankenstein is my favorite movie, and जो भी रूल्स थे ना सिनेमा के एट दैट टाइम वो तोड़ दिए उन्होंने, लाइक ब्लेटेंटली तोड़ दिए उनके. फ्रैंकेनस्टाइन नाम है, लेकिन देव सेड कि द लीड डॉक्टर इज अ थर्ड कजिन ऑफ द फ्रैंकेनस्टाइन फैमिली. तो उसकी बड़ी बेइज्जती हुई है फ्रैंकेनस्टाइन की वजह से, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द रेप्यूटेशन, सो ही हैज कॉल्ड हिमसेल्फ फ्रैंकेनस्टीन. राइट. एंड देन ही गेट्स अ लेटर फ्रॉम हिज ग्रैंडफादर सेइंग प्लीज कम टू ट्रांसिल्वेनिया. He's got a wife that he doesn't like and she doesn't like him, but there's some weird sexual tension between them. वो पहुंच जाता है and he meets the love of his life, and he finds his grandfather's secret diary. And over the course of the movie, one gigantic Frankenstein monster ban jata hai, and you see the monster become more and more intelligent and sexier. So women start falling for the monster as well. It's just a great comedy.
Nice.
It's something that I'm adapting in the action comedy that I'm doing as well. See, I like comedies where nobody's in on the joke. You know, ki sometimes when we make a comedy, if we're trying to make it very broad, everybody's in on the joke.
In on the joke मतलब?
Matlab, it is acted like it's a joke, written like it's a joke, it is shot like it's a joke, it is sound designed like it's a joke, it is production designed like it's a joke.
Right.
So colorful, this thing,
Got it.
little bit louder kind of a performance, etc. Camera moves a little bit more than necessary, etc. I love movies where there's a ridiculous joke, but nobody's in on the joke. And you play it with honest f***ing conviction. That is the funniest shit in the world to me. You know, तो अगर आप पिंक पैंथर देख लीजिए, या अगर आप इवन जॉनी इंग्लिश आप देख लो, they're in यार. You know, they shoot it like it's a spy movie. You know, they shoot Pink Panther like it's a detective movie. There's a scene in Delhi Belly where I have a burqa over my this thing, and I just drink, right? And you see water.
I remember
come.
it. I remember.
So everybody remembers this scene, right? And I remember कि पहले 4 take के लिए I was just like, you know, a little bit, because in your mind you have read that and it's making you laugh in your mind, and you're worried about कि मेरा कितना दिखेगा, so I'm trying to do something extra with my body, blah blah blah. And we looked at it, and Abhinay and I had a nice culture of he just be like, we do something else, and trust me enough कि he knows how to do comedy enough where he'll this thing. The minute that scene went straight, because if you consider the stakes of that scene, right? Upstairs there is a kidnapping happening, and somebody is being bound and gagged. Right next to you is a policeman who has seen you outside. You don't know whether your getaway car is going to come. There is 90 lakhs or something that is happened over here. Plus you want to throw up because it's orange juice that has come to you recently. That is not a movement scene. The only thing a human being does in that is freeze. So it is drinking it, putting the cup down, and just very quietly just wiping at this thing, and that's when you get a laugh.
Nice, dude.
That's how I like comedies to be, is where you play it with just very honest stakes.
Yeah, एक कुछ quote है ना, badly paraphrasing, drama is like tragedy on a close-up lens and comedy on the wide lens.
Comedy on the wide, absolutely. Yeah, but sometimes comedy actors, क्योंकि we know it's a comedy and we know where the line is, and we know how to hit a line. You know, comedy comes in threes, so we know how to build it also. We just forget our stakes.
और ये जो दिल्ली वैली में जो इस चीज़ का कितना भंडार था, लाइक जो ये तो टट्टी है, वो भी तो पूरा
स्ट्रेट है, एकदम स्ट्रेट है, पूरा फिल्म स्ट्रेट है. That's Abhinay, you know, who directed. He's got a, you have to trust his madness, and you have to play it as honestly as you can. You know, even in the show I just show ran, see, I like taking my people with me. तो comedians भरे पड़े हैं उसमें, बस cameo पे cameo पे cameo पे cameo है. So lots of Indian comics are in there, but even for them, it's a journey of saying कि भाई तू stage करता है और तू 3000 लोग के लिए show करता है, तो जब हम 3000 लोग के लिए perform करते हैं, हम balcony के लिए perform करते हैं. It is projecting emotion. It is portraying emotion. It is performing emotion. You have to access emotion. And then whatever happens naturally will be funny. So a lot of comics who are not actors, आप कैमरा यहाँ पे डाल दो, जो पड़ती है ना, because then they suddenly to bring it down. But it's the same muscle.
और थिएटर वालों के साथ भी यही होता है कि जब उनको टोन डाउन जब करना होता है कि यार जब थिएटर के सामने आप लाइक 1000 लोगों के ऑडियंस का, मतलब जब हाथ के एक्सप्रेशंस निकल के आते हैं ये वो, तो दे हैव टू आल्सो लाइक कि ब्रो दिस इज नॉट थिएटर, ये करना पड़ता है थोड़ा.
लेकिन वो काम में आता है यार. लाइक मैं ड्रामा स्कूल किया, राइट, सो बिकॉज आई डिडंट नो इफ आई वांटेड टू बी एन एक्टर, बट आई वांटेड टू टीच. तो मेरा आई वांटेड टू बी अ कॉलेज प्रोफेसर कि मैं शेक्सपियर पढ़ाऊंगा लाइफ के लिए. तो आई डिड अ बैचलर्स इन ड्रामा, right? But again, it's a very that kind of atmosphere where स्टैनिस्लाव्स्की पढ़ाया जा रहा है एंड यू आप सर्कल में बैठे हैं पूरा दिन रो रहे हैं यू नो एंड दे आर सेइंग थिंग्स लाइक मोर इमोशन इन योर राइट शोल्डर यू नो तो ऐसा और आप हाँ ठीक है एंड देन आई फाउंड स्टैंड अप और अब आप पहुंचे हैं बॉलीवुड में और आपकी पहली फिल्म मुंबई सालसा है विक्रम भट्ट के साथ तो उसमें कौन सा राइट शोल्डर में इमोशन आप यूज करने वाले हैं हाई स्पीड सॉन्ग है आपके आंख में ग्लिसरिन है यू नो और कुछ फैन चल रहा है तो कहाँ से आपका एक्टिंग स्कूल आने वाला है वहाँ पर इज व्हाट यू थिंक लेकिन आप पहुँचता है कहीं ना कहीं से आ जाता है जो चीज़ें आपने पढ़ी हैं सो आई डू बिलीव थिएटर ट्रेनिंग इज़ वेरी वैल्यूबल फॉर फिल्म एक्टिंग
या वेरी नाइस सो मुझे और बताइए जो थिएटर के बारे में भी अगर हम बात करें ये आपके फेवरेट एक्टर्स कौन है टेल मी दिस
I mean, for me, number one was Irfan. I don't think there's anybody who's at that level of talent. You know, honestly, I really like Rajkumar. I think he does very, very good work. There's something about Shah Rukh that is just magic to watch on screen. You know, and strangely enough, everything Kareena's ever done, where she's that has not been a glamorous project. I've liked.
टेल अस अबाउट अ फ्यू
Jab We Met is a perfect example of, you know, there's something to her that is, you know.
In fact, non-glamorous युवा में भी जैसे she was there. I think she didn't do makeup or anything for that film. So
Anytime she's really directed well and it is a non-glamorous setting, I really think, you know, there are people that the camera likes. And I also think there are phases when the camera likes them. I think an actor has 7 years where the camera romances them. You know.
ये आपका कोट है
I don't know.
काफी सही
you know.
काफी सही लाइन है ये
You know, but I remember seeing seeing Priyanka in like Saath Khoon Maaf. And I think she had just come off of Barfi and something else. And it's visceral कि the camera loves everything she's doing. Like they are in sync with each other. So I think actors have that, I hope to have it someday, that phase where the camera just picks up on authenticity from their eyes.
And apart from like the Indian like sphere बाहर कौन सा actors पसंद है आप
एक एक्टर है क्रिस्टोफर वॉकन आई डोंट नो इफ यू नो क्रिस्टोफर वॉकन आई लव हिम यार वो हर लाइन गलत बोल देता है यू नो व्हाट आई मीन if the line is we can do this easy or we can do this real easy right that's this thing you'll be like we can do this easy or we can do this real easy and then you're just like but to do that and have it be authentic in intention and not be performative I just like is very watchable.
In fact, like I was doing an episode with Gulshan Devai on the channel. उन्होंने एक concept बताया and I have been rhythm breaking in acting कि वो कह रहे हैं the greatest actors are rhythm breaker. जैसे another episode में Devashish Makhija told me इरफान इतना अच्छा इसलिए थे because वो अपनी eyes के साथ rhythm break करते थे देख रहे हैं और एकदम से वो eye contact break कर लेंगे and then he sees it. And it's such a beautiful thing कि यार the moments the rhythm gets broken rightly जैसा आप ये क्रिस्टोफर वॉकन का भी बता रहे हो ये भी वही चीज़ है ना कि एक लेवल पे there is a break in the rhythm of things कि आप सोचते हो ऐसे आएगा बट वैसे नहीं आ रहा.
I think it happens जहाँ ये आपका कैरेक्टर है ठीक है और आपने कैरेक्टर का बैक स्टोरी बनाया है आपने उसके फिजिकल मैनरिज्म्स बनाए हैं आपने जो भी आपकी डायरेक्टर चाहता है आपने ढूंढ निकाला है तो आपका क्ले मोल्ड बन गया है ठीक है लेकिन कभी ना कभी उसके पोर्ट्रेयल में जब आप अपना अंदर का जो भी एक्सेस कर रहे हैं कुछ ग्लिम्सेस आएंगे आपके डिफ़ॉल्ट स्टेट के यू नो एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग एंड आई थिंक जब आपका डिफ़ॉल्ट स्टेट एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग कैरेक्टर को थोड़ा ब्रेक करता है इट टेक्स यू इनटू अ ब्रेकिंग ऑफ रिदम यू नो फॉर इंस्टेंस लाइक विद क्रिस्टोफर वॉकन ही इज़ अ गाय हु आई फील लाइक in real life doesn't focus and is kind of all over the place and has kind of a flow to him etc. तो जब आप उस आदमी को विलन बनाते हैं और बहुत इंटेंस सीन में डाल देते हैं और कैमरा बहुत पास है and he's not blinked in 5 seconds and बहुत इंटेंस फोकस डायलॉग है लेकिन सडनली उसके बीच में कुछ उसका डिफ़ॉल्ट आ जाता है and he goes into this thing it is very compelling maybe Abhinay said this, so somebody else said you're funniest when you're suffering. Right? So they're like, you play suffering very well. So you play a character who has a lot of tension, is dying on the inside, but needs to be this thing on the outside. That's when you are funniest. And I kind of went, yeah, that's a little bit of my default state also. So my body just relaxes into that state.
I asked this question to all my guests, like the इम्तियाज अली concept, क्या टूटे हुए दिल से ही संगीत निकलता है? Do you?
यार आई डोंट नो, बिकॉज जितना संगीत के बारे में बोला जाता है, इतना ही फैफ कमेडियंस के बारे में बोला जाता है ना, कि कमेडियंस अंदर से रोते हैं, ऑल कमेडियंस आर डिप्रेस्ड, ऑल ऑफ अस आर, आई थिंक वी आर ऑल डेफिनेटली वन ऑफ टू थिंग्स कमेडियंस. या तो स्कूल का सबसे पॉपुलर बच्चा कमेडियन बन जाता है, या स्कूल का सबसे बड़ा लूज़र कमेडियन बन जाता है. ये बीच वाले कमेडियन नहीं बनते. तो इनफैक्ट मेरे स्कूल से 2 कमेडियन निकले.
हाँ.
ठीक है. और एक हेड बॉय था और सबसे पॉपुलर बच्चा था स्कूल का, और एक मैं था जो सबसे ज़्यादा बुली हुआ और सबसे ज़्यादा पिटा स्कूल में. तो एक पापा सीजे करके कॉमिक है दिल्ली में. पापा सीजे मुझसे 2 बैचेस सीनियर है. सनार का हेड बॉय था, सबसे पॉपुलर था, ऑक्सफोर्ड गया, बिजनेस डिग्री किया, गर्ल्स लव्ड हिम. मेरी दिन में 2 बार पिटाई होती थी. मैं स्कूल में 4 साल के लिए आया, किसी को याद नहीं है कि मैं स्कूल में था भी. और मैं पूरे टाइम अपने ही दिमाग में रहता था. हम दोनों जाके कमेडियन बने इस स्कूल से.
Oh, damn.
Like I've always said कि it is either the life of the party or the loser who is sitting in the corner judging the life of the party because he's not part of the party. ये दोनों लोग कमेडियन बन जाते हैं.
तो यहाँ से संगीत कहीं से भी निकल सकता है बेसिकली, मतलब.
Yeah, but I do think कि it is more interesting to talk about failure than it is to talk about anything else. Yeah. I just gravitate towards like underdog actors. You know, like I'm not. I like a Christopher Walken. Ironically, I'm one of maybe 5 people who believe this, but I think Keanu Reeves is actually a very good actor. You know, like I don't think people underestimate how hard it is to do a John Wick, not from a action perspective, but from a conviction perspective. जो आपका सस्पेंशन ऑफ डिसबिलीफ है ना एज एन एक्टर, आप सोचो ज़रा. मेरे को 3 गोलियां लगी हुई है, मैं पूरा पेरिस के सीढ़ियों से गिर चुका हूँ, लेकिन मैं अभी मरा नहीं हूँ. टू इवन मेक दैट बिलीवेबल is an internal process that is not easy for an actor. And I think he's the last great Hollywood star.
And everything apart from the films also, the persona of Keanu Reeves, na, like is so.
लेकिन वो आपके जनरेशन की वजह से हुआ है. वो मैं काफ़ी इंटरव्यूज़ में बोल चुका हूँ, लेकिन आपने स्टारडम को तोड़ दिया. बिल्कुल, आपने सेलिब्रिटी को तोड़ दिया. एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच, क्योंकि आपने आर्टिस्ट को थोड़ा सम्मान दिया है.
यस,
यू नो, हम बहुत देर से आपका इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं. बट पहले ना ये था कि ओनली रणबीर और शाहिद, तो समवन कुड stand in front of the mountain and dance to great music and hold the camera etc etc. अब तो आप लोग वो इंस्टाग्राम पे 5 बार करते हैं हफ्ते में, किसी ना किसी माउंटेन पे, किसी ना किसी की फिल्टर के साथ. तो आप वो पर्दे के पीछे देख चुके हैं कि क्या है. तो अब और क्या है आपके पास एज एन आर्टिस्ट टू ऑफर मी, जिसके बेसिस पे फैंडम होगा. वो है आपका लाइफस्टाइल, वो है आपका ईथॉस. तो वहाँ से कियानो रीव्स की स्टारडम आती है कि इज़ अ नाइस गाय इन रियल लाइफ, ही इज़ a kind person in real life. These are the things your generation admires in people. Yeah. So a celebrity has to be more than a star now. They have to be a kind of holistic.
Overall package like अच्छा होना चाहिए. Yeah. Like it's not just enough to act. हम यही बात कर रहे थे अभी कल, like कि सब कुछ चाहिए. जैसे शाहरुख खान बोलते थे ना, I am the last great superstar. अब like there will be no superstars after me. There will be stars, but superstar कौन है?
But ये भी तो देख लीजिए ना कि शाहरुख खान के स्टारडम का बेसिस क्या है. यस, मैग्नेटिज्म ऑन कैमरा, बट मैग्नेटिज्म ऑफ कैमरा. यस, डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स ऑन कैमरा, बट ऑल्सो डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ लाइफस्टाइल ऑफ कैमरा. यस, स्ट्रेंथ ऑन कैमरा, बट ऑल्सो स्ट्रेंथ इन लाइफ सर्कमस्टेंसेज एज वेल. सो ही इज वेरी मच अ 360-degree star, you know, as opposed to just somebody who lights up the screen. I think Irfan was one of them as well, you know. एंड आई थिंक एक्टर के साथ एक्टर की कहानी भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है.
Yeah.
दिस सूटकेस लेके बॉम्बे आया हूँ. आई थिंक एट सम लेवल many people have this story, you know, कि मैं एक दिन में बॉम्बे आया, 2 दिन में बॉम्बे आया. But if you combine some real truth in that story with magnetism and all of that stuff, it becomes a much more compelling story.
I am a big Louis C.K. fan. तो उनका एक joke था कि I was in a bar once and then he says doesn't matter which one because I'm like right now. What do you think of the whole Hasan Minhaj thing? ये जो हुई अभी controversy? Because ये मैं लुई सी के वाली लाइन से रिलेट कर रहा हूँ. बिकॉज यार मैं कॉमेडियन हूँ. इट डजेंट मैटर मैं कौन से कैफे गया था. और हसन मिनाज वाज कॉल्ड आउट. तू झूठ बोलता था.
I'm not sure where I land on it because I'll be very honest with you. I do think कि if it is serving the laugh, then any amount of embellishment goes, right? But if it is serving things other than the laugh, then you have to deal with the 360 implications of that conversation, you know.
Okay.
And I think he will. But I do think he's talented and artistic enough to kind of see himself through it and write about it with some real perspective. You know, the thing is, with comics, that's the biggest luxury we have, is our worst moments are content. You know, our biggest failures are content. And there are no middlemen between us and the people who consume us. You know, तो अगर आप मेरे फ़ैन हो और आप या मेरे, आई डोंट बिलीव इन फैंस, आई बिलीव इन ऑडियंस, बट अगर आप मेरे ऑडियंस हो और मैंने आपको थोड़ा डिसअपॉइंट किया, नेक्स्ट वीक वी कैन फाइंड आवरसेल्व्स इन द सेम रूम विद ईच अदर एंड आई कैन फाइंड अ वे टू गेन यू बैक. यू नो, मेरे पास लाइक आई हैव गॉन थ्रू सम कंट्रोवर्सी in my comedic career, and had I been an actor in that controversy, it would have been a much tougher journey. You know, because actors, when you are in the center of a controversy and you're in the public eye and all of that stuff, आपके options क्या है? You have to do a PR tour, or you have to go and cry on Oprah, or you have to go and, you know, you have to do all these things. But I got to kind of sit back and say, I don't have to do anything for 9 months. I'll think about it, I'll get some perspective, but the first time I talk about it, it'll be a joke. And it'll be in front of my audience. So if you notice, after what I went through, there were no interviews. I stayed out of everything for 9 months, and the first time I talked about it was a joke. And that joke went on Netflix. You know, so
Very nice.
it is a big luxury we have.
In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but मैंने बहुत सालों पहले शायद आपकी एक लाइन सुनी थी कि you were performing in US और आपके शायद like चल नहीं रहे थे jokes वगैरह. Then one day you went out and called them कि साले तुम हंसते नहीं हो. That is when you got your first laughter. Is it right?
Yeah, because also the thing is, you are comedy, या तो it's one of two things. It is either I'm saying the thing that you are not thinking, and you're just glad somebody said it, and then we find our way to a joke from there. Or it is battle. It's me versus you. Okay, I'm saying the thing you were not thinking and didn't want to think, and that you disagree with, and now I have to bring you around to me. It's only these two things. Is stand up, you know.
There's this बिल्कुल totally random. There's this Joe DeRosa joke कि उससे कोई पूछता है so what were you doing on 9/11 and he says which one.
Damn good joke.
कितना सही है right?
Dude, but that's the lovely thing, यार. ऐसा I was at the Comedy Cellar, right? And ये पूरा वो 2 Indias का वो पूरा हो गया था और मैं न्यूज़ पे था, etc. etc. एंड वहाँ तो Comedy Cellar is Comedy Cellar, वो कॉमेडी क्लब है, वो कॉमिक्स, राइट? एंड फिर वहाँ पर CNN, वॉल स्ट्रीट जर्नल, न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स वगैरह में आ गया न्यूज़. तो एक कॉमेडियन आता है, मेरे साथ बैठता है. इट्स लाइक आई सॉ. सो आई एम लाइक हाँ. एंड यू नो बड़े बड़े शब्द आ चुके हैं, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा, ये वो ट्विटर ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. इट्स लाइक, यू नो द वर्स्ट थिंग इज, आई एम लाइक व्हाट? इट्स लाइक दे कॉलिंग यू अ पोएट. And we both had no choice but to laugh, you know what I mean? Because, but that made me feel better than anything anybody said to me in that moment. And it came from a comic.
Since you are like talking about this, tell me about your favorite comics.
4 favorite comics. George Carlin, holy grail of being able to speak what nobody else is willing to say. Eddie Murphy, or Richard Pryor for putting vulnerability into stand-up, but keeping the funny as priority. Richard Pryor will tell you stories about some very dark shit in his life, but it will be unapologetically hilarious. And then एक British comic है Eddie Izzard, who he just makes you seem like he made it all up on the spot. So for seeming like it's improvised, I like him.
And if you have to talk about some of your favorite specials.
Bo Burnham जो भी करता है यार, मतलब फिल्म मेकर स्लैश कॉमिक स्लैश ऑटर, तो उसके बहुत अच्छे हैं. I really liked Ali Wong's first special. I really like Michelle Wolf's new special. वो please आप देखो. She walks the left, right, woke, non-woke line very, very well. And without pandering to the further portions of those things.
Got it.
Like अभी comedians के पास until very recently दो choices थे. कि या तो आप woke हो जाओ, and या तो आप alpha male almost saying the N word हो जाओ. You know what I mean? Kind of a offensive space. But in दोनों के बीच में कुछ nuance नहीं था. It was very black and white, and she kind of traverses those two things very well. Louis C.K. has some great specials. Yeah,
Hilarious.
Oh man. Bill Burr's black and white special. I don't know what it's called.
I know. now.
But उसमें एक helicopter story है Bill Burr के black and white special में. It's one of the funniest storytelling pieces I've ever seen.
आजकल ना, so ये comedians have also cracked की podcast पे जाते हैं, सब जो रोगन जा रहे हैं, यहाँ जा रहे हैं, तो वहाँ पे वो बिट्स दे देते हैं जो उनको पता है और कहीं नहीं दे रहे. जैसे बॉबी ली का एक है, वो आई थिंक 2 कॉमेडियंस के साथ बैठा है. Have you seen Bobby Lee का this bit?
Yeah.
कि I was in the 9th grade when I was molested by
I've seen that. Yeah. I was brutally this thing, and I was.
और वो हर बार एक नया बैट अट कर रहा है. Every day was a
Yeah.
dude, so good.
Yeah, but you can only do that with comics. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that anywhere else. And it's only watchable when fucking 3 comics do it. Like, don't go on Beer Biceps and do that shit. That will be a very different episode. Sarcasm, you know, it's a strange tightrope walk.
There's this guy ना, Theo Wong.
हाँ, Theo Wong I like.
अरे यार, वो जो मेरी अंग्रेजी उनकी वजह से अच्छी होती है, और ये क्या सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर होते हैं.
But again, there's a truth to it, no, which is very nice. Like I remember watching a clip here, because see the thing is, जो भी बोलो, it is an older stand-up comedy market than ours. So they have figured out there, and it is kind of a largely American art form. Like sketch comedy is a very British art form. Monty Python वगैरह. Stand-up is basically at least flourished in America, you know, and really put through the grinder in America. So a lot of times जब यहाँ के comics, when we reference American comics and all of that stuff, I feel like आप context भी तो समझो ना वहाँ का. Like my favorite comment ever is इंडिया का डेव शपेल कहाँ है? कहाँ है इंडिया का डेव शपेल? इतना एज तो किसी में नहीं है. लाइक डेव शपेल यहाँ आएगा ना, 5 मिनट में रोने लगेगा, 5 मिनट में हमारे कॉन्टेक्स्ट में, ठीक है? तो ये
ट्रू मैन,
थोड़ा चुप बैठने का, ठीक है? डेव शपेल has never had to deal with whatever dull, right, at the end of the day. So just as a चुप एकदम is this thing. At the same time, like I remember watching I think Manoj Bajpayee and Vijay Raj. एक reel है जिसमें they're talking about their favorite cuss word. Have you seen this?
Oh yes, I have seen.
That is our version of that. You know what I mean? Of a Bobby Lee and something else. He's like maa में जो लहज़ है and this and that. I'm like, that is something only 2 guys like that can pull off.
Tell me, since you're talking about the Indian landscapes, who are your favorite comics and some people to look out from the Indian like stand-up scene?
I think Zakir is amazing as a storyteller. I like Aditi Mittal. She's a beast on stage and is herself. And that's the highest compliment I can pay a comic. Is, you know, you are yourself. I like Uruji's voice. You know, she's got a very good voice. Anirban. I like Anirban Das Gupta. Great mind. You know, I think that those are kind of 4 people I really like.
Yeah. Do you play chess?
No, Ray. I'm. Sare comics are just either quizzing, या chess, या this thing. I'm not a chess person at all. My father, I think when I was 6 or 7, tried to get me into chess and golf. And it was too early for both of those things for someone as unintelligent as
कौन सी
myself.
एज में?
6.
Oh damn.
I think my dad thought tiger. We were in Africa, and there's Lagos, Nigeria is where I grew up. There's not much to do in a setting like that.
We were also talking about podcasts, right? So who are some of your favorite podcasters or any favorite podcast episodes?
I like Lex Friedman. Just always a good conversation. So he's somebody I listen to a lot. Rogan I listen to now and then. And then there's a podcast called Your World Within, which is this kind of motivational writing. I kind of like that. There's a news podcast called Breaking Points with Crystal and Sagar. That's really good for like global news. And I like sort of NPR, National Public Radio. I like their sort of global podcasts, and some of the BBC ones. But I don't listen to that many like comedy podcasts. For me, podcasts are either while walking or running or that kind of thing. So then I want like some knowledge.
And what's your relationship with reading?
I'm dyslexic, so I do audiobooks. So I've always had I'm better with reading than I am with writing. At any given time, I'm listening to 3 or 4 audiobooks and alternating between them. So thank God audiobook showed up.
There's this joke on dyslexia, no? I put the sexy in dyslexia.
Yeah.
Yeah. मैं भी 9 कॉपी बनाता हूँ अभी भी. Like it's a very thing.
So my thing is I can't write joint handwriting.
Oh.
So I used to do a joke about this where I had block letters and I would top the school in English exams because my teachers, I mean, when I was in school, there was no dyslexia. They was like, he's stupid, right? इससे cursive नहीं लिखा जाता. But at least my teachers understood कि he's good at the subject. He just can't write properly. So I topped the school in pre-boards in English. In my boards, I got 41% or something like that, or 49% in English. And I think it's because the examiner thought I was yelling at them. Pura caps lock. में लिखा हुआ था पूरा. So I still cannot. I write block letters.
Oh. And like reading में कैसे?
Reading, I'm fine. I have to work a little bit harder. And it's just because my unconscious thought process is quicker than my focus. So if I'm reading something and I'm seeing something in my head, that can distract me from what I'm reading sometimes.
Let's talk about audiobooks. Which are some of the audiobooks you have enjoyed?
I'm listening to one by Tom Hanks right now called Another Great American Motion Picture Masterpiece, which is about making movies, which is very nice. It, Stephen King, is my favorite audiobook of all time.
Is it by Stephen King, the audiobook also?
He's not narrated it, but it's just a really good audiobook in terms of this thing. यार I'm sorry आपके Kurosawa type audience वगैरह लेकिन मैं हैरी पॉटर पढ़ता हूँ.
अरे यार सब पढ़ते हैं.
मैं बहुत बड़ा हैरी पॉटर फैन हूँ. थोड़ा बेसिक बिच हूँ मैं, लेकिन
I have a dog, like we are dog parent, I can say, like her name is Dobby, and my brothers like उनके जो घर पे dog है उनका नाम है Albus. So we are making a Harry Potter universe.
Very nice.
Harry Potter universe. Yeah, like,
I'm a big Potterhead, so I'll go back to the audiobooks, and they are narrated by Stephen Fry, which is very nice. So it's a nice, it's a welcoming voice, and thoda you feel warm inside, like a good
comfort
blanket.
zone hai,
Yeah, for sure.
Your favorite Harry Potter part?
Deathly Hallows 1.
Nice.
Because it ends with death of Dobby and just it's at its darkest.
Yeah.
I did not like Prisoner of Azkaban at all, and that seems to be everybody's favorite. It's my least favorite Harry Potter. Half-Blood Prince, I was not a fan.
You weren't?
Because it felt like it was all working backwards from the death of Dumbledore. It felt like reverse engineering. I felt like she knew कि अच्छा मैं Dumbledore को मारने वाली हूँ, and now I have to just stretch it until he dies.
How did you like the Snape wala jo end wala twist?
Always. I love it. I think he's one of the best characters in this thing. And अगर आप सोच लो कि उनको पहली फिल्म से बताया गया था कि you love this boy, और फिर उस लेंस से आप इनका परफॉर्मेंस देख लीजिए. What a masterful actor. you know. So I still don't know fully if she told him.
I think she told him.
Right, so if she told him, it is one of the best performances in the history of film, you know.
Yeah.
You know, to pull it off with that level, because even at a hateful level or at a conflict level or at a I don't like this boy level, there was still something off about it. You know what I mean? Even then it seemed like a surreal level of hate or a surreal level of discomfort with the boy.
मैं थोड़ा बैकट्रैक कर रहा हूँ. टीवी शोज में we just talked about Sopranos ना. I want to know more, like shows में कौन से पसंद है आपको?
I loved The Haunting of Hill House. Really good filmmaking. I'm directing a horror movie at some point, so that's something that I've focused on. American Office. Number one.
Yeah.
Comfort watch for me.
Comfort watch.
But the Steve Carell वाले seasons. उसके बाद वाले not so much for me.
But like जब वो लास्ट में वापस आता है ना, like cried like a
अरे वो एयरपोर्ट का सीन यार, what a beautiful cinematic choice की
माइक जब निकलता है.
Mike जब निकलता है and he whispers something in her ear and walks away, and then they give the reveal to Pam saying he was excited, he was this, he was that. I like The Diplomat on Netflix. So my grandfather was a diplomat.
Okay.
So my grandfather was Indian ambassador to Bhutan, and my whole family is IAS or IFS. So I've just kind of grown up in that culture of, you know, people telling these stories. My grandfather telling these stories of Bhutan, or in the London embassy something happened, or in the Russian embassy then there was a political crisis and two people actually had to have a vodka shot and then it got sorted out, and these things sound very unbelievable. But I think House of Cards में भी ये थोड़ा सा glimpses थे कि at the end of the day presidents and dictators and diplomats and this thing are really just schoolboys and schoolgirls. The biggest solutions in the world come down to basic chemistry between these people at dinners and meets and galas, etc., etc. Are they intimidated by each other? Do they have crushes on each other? Did they dance well with each other?
How was the handshake?
Right? So you can imagine कि हम hundreds and hundreds of trillions of dollars or human lives hang in the balance of, will these two people get along over a piece of steak and this thing? And if one guy's handshake is a little too strong and he intimidates the other guy, that can mean human lives in the millions.
Oh, dude, very true.
So for that reason, I like The Diplomat. They captured some of that spirit very well.
Have you seen The West Wing?
I missed it. I think my first Sorkin show was
Newsroom?
No, the one with Matthew Perry, Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
Yes,
Great show.
Yes.
And Newsroom I've loved as well.
And did you enjoy the all of House of Cards?
यार वो season 3 के end में थोड़ा
हक देता है.
हाँ हक देता. And the as conflicted as one is about it, because he's clearly a terrible human being, but the show just didn't work without him, man.
Yeah, it did not.
You know.
The first season of House of Cards is something else.
But also, like, I like Robin Wright because मैं तो यार Santa Barbara से देखते आ रहा हूँ. You know, I don't know if you guys, Ahmed is old enough to remember it, but you're too young to remember Bold and the Beautiful and Santa Barbara.
I know The Bold and the Beautiful, yeah.
So Robin Wright was on Santa Barbara, and just like I must have been 9 or something, and then I'm like, ये बड़ी सुंदर है. So like I've just liked her since then.
And in this show also, she looks so elegant. Like,
She's lovely too. I remember being like 9 and Robin Wright pen, and there's a VJ called Meghna Reddy, who I think was Sushma's elder sister. These are two childhood crushes. I was like, someday.
Yeah. And in the Indian landscape, did you enjoy any of the shows?
Yeah, Tabbar.
Tabbar, dude.
Great show. Kohra was also very nice.
Loved Kohra.
I liked the Netflix true crime thing they did about that family. House of Secrets, I think it's called. So that was very nice. Sacred Game Season 1, fantastic.
Have you seen Patal Lok?
I've not seen Patal Lok. I live in Patal Lok. Yeah. So ऐसा, you know, कितना हर चीज़ में. This is why I made a kid show. So I'm like, हर चीज़ में मतलब कितना स्टेक्स डालेगा तुम एक दिन कि एक डॉन है, डॉन के पास ड्रग्स है और उसकी पूरी फैमिली को मार दिया तुमने. उसके बाद कोई हेरोइन पे आ जाता है, हेरोइन के पास पाकिस्तान है, पाकिस्तान के पास रशिया है, रशिया के पास न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब है, और जस्ट एंग्री अल्फा मेल प्रोग्रामिंग अक्रॉस ऑल OTTs.
Having said that, Patal Lok is
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
actually, I think probably the best show to have come out of India.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I'm
it
not-
is.
I-
Because the creator is same as Kora.
Okay.
So Sudeep Sharma ne
I
hi.
think I just must have been in a very dark place myself, and I was like, yeah, I can't handle this right now. I just need like some. That's literally why I remember pandemic chal raha tha, and I just looked at TV and I was like, drugs, investigation, death, crime, murder, ghost murder, drugs, crime, investigation, ghost murder. And I was like, I'm just going to write a kid show.
Dude, I don't know, मेरे को अभी तक समझ नहीं आया है बहुत लोगों की ये जो ट्रू क्राइम होता है कि कौन सीरियल किलर गया है उनकी सेफ प्लेस होती है वो चला के सोते हैं कि
You know, makes you feel better about your life, no? Why do you watch a car crash? Because it's not your car.
but I don't watch a car crash but people do it I don't understand.
If you are on the highway and you see a car crash, you will slow down. Guaranteed. Because it is your subconscious mind going, it's not my car.
So when you are listening to कि टेड बंडी ने 18 मर्डर किए तो what's happening like
You, at some level, you are putting your own humanity on a pedestal, no? At some level, ki, मैंने तो कभी किसी को मैं तो टेड बंडी नहीं है. Like that is the. It is your well done. मैं अच्छा आदमी हूँ कि नहीं? Relatively तो अच्छा आदमी हूँ ना at the end of the day.
yeah man have you seen Mindhunter?
No, I've not seen Mindhunter. But I loved True Detective season
Oh
1.
lovely dude.
Because they are kind of the same guy only, Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. They're just
Yeah.
like, aren't they supposed to be secretly related or some shit like that?
ये नहीं पता मेरे को.
But you just feel like they have smoked enough pot where in the smoke they have formed the same brain. So I like watching them on screen with each other.
Since अभी आप like बच्चों के लिए कुछ बना रहे हो tell me about your favorite cartoons.
मैं बोर्डिंग स्कूल में था तो डकटेल्स आता था संडे को महाभारत के बाद एंड अपना बोर्डिंग स्कूल में टीवी खुलता था 5 घंटे के लिए और उसमें जो भी आए टीवी पे हम देख रहे हैं ठीक है तो पहले तो चित्रहार का रीरन उसके बाद महाभारत उसके बाद डकटेल्स उसके बाद स्ट्रीट हॉक उसके बाद कृषि दर्शन भी देख लेते थे हम लोग सो यू हैव गॉन फ्रॉम वाचिंग अ गॉड टू अ डक टू अ कार टू सम कंबाइन हार्वेस्टर और ऐसा वीट काटा जा रहा है एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा
बट ये आपने स्कूबी डूज एंड ऑल दीज ये वाले
इतना मिलता मैं बोर्डिंग स्कूल में था तो हमको संडे को ही मिलता था टीवी एंड देन आई लाइक डेक्स्टर्स लैब दैट्स वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट्स एंड फैमिली गाय बट दैट्स एडल्ट
yeah.
फैमिली गाय इज ग्रेट
Which is your favorite Pixar movie?
अप सीधी बात अप डिज्नी
It's Pixar.
It's Pixar. Sorry,
Yeah,
is it Disney Pixar or is it?
Because Disney eventually like bought it, no?
I think if you do not cry in the first opening montage of
Oh,
Up,
dude.
you're not a human being. That should be a
Test होना चाहिए जब-
immigration test.
हाँ जब AI और आ जाएगी ना तो AI के आने के बाद ये होना चाहिए.
You know, कि अरे आपको पासपोर्ट चाहिए आपको सिटीजनशिप चाहिए ये लीजिए just put it on they leave you in a room and if you're not crying when they come back they're like आपका citizenship rejected है
आप नहीं सही है. Up is there, yeah. My favorite like Pixar film is Inside Out and then Wall-E.
Inside Out
also.
is great yeah Soul have you seen Soul
Yeah,
Soul is also a great
I
one.
love Soul, dude. I love Soul.
Because I'm a musician, so and I play in a band with guys who are career musicians. So I'm just in a band, but my drummer is a career drummer.
What's your band called?
It's called Alien Chutney, and my drummer is one of the best drummers in the country. My pianist Kezad, we made music for 15 years, but I'm not sure what the grade is, but whatever the highest grade is you can be in classical piano is that grade. You know that life of, arey, I've got a session today and I'm getting to collaborate with that artist. I've seen that in their lives in Bombay.
Have you seen School of Rock?
I've seen School of Rock,
Oh.
yeah. Dude, that's a role. If ever Indian adaptation happens, I should get that role. I feel like that's
Yeah, man.
a role I would kill.
मतलब it's one of the best like feel good movies out there यार.
I think I read it was one of these like Mashable or something like that, and I was like, okay, not bad, because they were like, if we're doing Indian adaptations of all of these things, and I got put in like 3 of them.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, these are actually not bad. So
बाकी तो one.
School of Rock was one. Entourage में Ari का role. They were like, which I think I would pull off reasonably well. And then recently I saw Prisoners, I think is a movie with Hugh Jackman and, this thing.
Yeah.
उसमें Paul Dano का role. They said I do quite well. And I was like, yeah, not a bad choice. I would love to do either one of those.
अरे वाह यार, ये तो these are all of them are my favorites. Yeah, Paul Dano I loved, dude. Like I don't know, मतलब वो अपने straight face के साथ.
Yeah, but that movie, There Will Be Blood, I couldn't watch it.
You couldn't watch it?
I watched it, but it made me
Uneasy?
ridiculously uneasy. It really did. Like, and some people watch it for that reason. Like that's
Yeah.
why you watch The Bear.
Yeah.
Right? Because The Bear makes you terribly uneasy, and then suddenly life seems better when it's done. The Bear is like foot reflexology, no? It's the same. Have you had foot reflexology?
इसका मतलब नहीं पता मेरे को.
So foot reflexology mein you sit and one lady takes one fucking wooden thing and shoves it into the sole of your foot.
Oh.
And she's like, ये सर दर्द के लिए बहुत अच्छा है. And इतना पेन होता है उसमें कि bro, अगर तेरा headache है, right? और मैं एक knife लूँ and I stick that knife into your thigh. You don't have a headache anymore. At the end of the day, it's the fucking this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the. So I think that's why a show like The Bear works. It's like not how fuck all your life is. They just show you such uneasy shit. You get out of the show, you're like, hey, मेरी girlfriend तो काफी अच्छी है. You know, at the end of the day. So I think that's why it works.
Have you seen all of Bear?
Yeah, I've seen the whole.
जो season 2 कितना anxiety inducing है, वो knife fork वाले जो episodes है कि भाई बंद करो. और वो music भी इतना अजीब सा industrial music.
I love the grading of that show.
Yeah, man.
There's something about the visual grading, like gritty 70s grading they've done. It's very nice.
There are these like न्यू एज मैन जो आए हैं, जो मेरे को लगता है उनकी शक्ल में जो एक जो सॉफ्टनेस है, ये लाइक दे आर डूइंग टफ जॉब्स बट दे आर नॉट एबल टू डू दोज जॉब्स. जैसे सक्सेशन के कैंडल रॉय या द बेयर के जेरेमी एलन वाइट या पॉल मेस्कल को किसी भी मूवी में देख लो. इधर कॉम्बिनेशंस ऑफ इनोसेंस प्लस दे ट्राइंग टू डू. ये जो न्यू एज मैन आए ना, मेरे को बहुत पसंद है ये सारे के सारे लोग.
And yeah, but I also think it's perhaps, yeah, I mean, who the fuck am I? I'm an idiot, so I don't know much about anything. But I do think we are struggling to redefine what masculinity is.
Yes.
You know, at some level. So it again has gone to extremes where at some level you have these alpha male hustlers all over Instagram that are, you know, this strongman culture, but they have somehow conflated masculinity with cruelty.
Yeah, man.
You know, and
Bang on.
So I don't know if that's a direction to follow for really anybody. And any kind of sensitivity is conflated with weakness, which I don't agree with either.
I also don't agree
You know,
with
because to me masculinity is courage. And I think courage, the two tenets of real courage are empathy and work. To me, that's masculinity, is empathy and work. You know, where you empathize with everybody around you and you do what it takes
Yeah.
as a man to make everybody's life easier. Whether they see it or not, whether they appreciate it or not. But at no point should doing what it takes come at the cost of kindness. You know, to me, that's real masculinity. When you can put in long hours, hard work, secure everybody, and be kind the entire time.
Yeah, man. You know, Varun Grover से एक बार किसी ने पूछा था कि an advice you would give an artist, and he's like, be in touch, always be in touch with your feminine side. मेरे को भी यही लगता है कि now it's very important. We don't talk about it a lot for the men out there कि the alphaism of things has overtaken everything और हम feminine side की बात ही नहीं करते.
But I do also think, yaar, ki, see, young boys, or at least hormonal boys, need idols. They do, you know, and you need sometimes idols who are the opposite of your father. You know, so that you can, whether it is a rock star, or whether it is boxer, or whether it is, you need something to drive you towards whatever version of a man you're going to be. And there used to be a culture of those idols being women too, for young boys. You know, I'm sure there is some version of a young boy who's like, man, I want to be like Janis Joplin here. You know, that culture got lost at some level. You know, and that father is being replaced by cruel men.
Father is being replaced.
You know, that, like, for me it was Muhammad Ali. Like, I think that's somebody that he was a very imperfect man. He was a very kind man, also a very cruel man. Ali's greatest fight was against Fraser, and he had bad-mouthed him the entire time. He had been, I think, in out of boxing for 3.5 years. He was facing 5 years in prison time. And he got beaten the shit out of. Almost a broken jaw. Got taken to the hospital and said, I will not give Fraser the satisfaction of having put me in the hospital. So you see him on interviews, you know, the great Ali, the shuffle and the boxing and float like a butterfly, fly sting like a bee. And that fight broke him completely. And for the next year or two, whenever he fought, they were like, the greatness is gone, the greatness is gone, the greatness is gone. And you saw him fight from becoming this performative boxer who was dancing and arrogant to a rock who could take a hit. And then it became the Ali of he will lean back on the ropes and let you hit him, let you hit him, let you hit him until you are exhausted. And suddenly in the 12th round, he'll murder you.
Dude.
You know, but he had let ego go completely, saying, I will let you beat the hell out of me for 12 rounds. And in the 12th round, when everybody has called me a has-been and that I don't have it anymore, I will show you how great I am. You know, like to me, there's no greater syndrome than that. When you've lost ego, you've lost performativeness. I relate to a little bit of that. Having tasted some very nice highs and having it all yanked away from me at some point. And then when you come back, the freedom that you have to basically say, oh, nothing to lose anymore. And I can just do what I find creative, and the connection I have with people now is something real and tangible. And it's not based on awe or admiration or anything like that, but just truth.
This is such an inspiring story, yaar. Yeah. And like every artist or any person who wants to do something in life would relate to this. ये बहुत प्यारी बात बताई.
I mean, it's just him. I'm not comparing myself to Muhammad Ali or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think there's things to learn from in stories like that. So that's when he found greatness, is when he let ego and performance go.
And like I just like want to tell you this part. Like we can remove it बाद में. But जब when Louis got cancelled, उसने एक set किया था, and someone वो leak हो गया था eventually. But like someone was making fun of him, कुछ video कोई बनाने लग जाता उसके लिए, is like, what are you going to do? Like take my birthday away? Like fuck it, my life is over. And he's like कि अब तो तुम कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते ना मेरे साथ. You have taken everything away. Like with
Dude, it was in this room maybe, I think, a young comic really put it into perspective for me. You know, okay, life is good right now, all right? I have the youngest fan base I've ever had in my life. It's a really weird thing. Tickets are gone very fast whenever I put them on sale. And I'm allowed to say what's in my mind. So, I'm thankful that I live in a place that this is my ecosystem. It's very nice. A young comic was sitting here and he's like, पता है आपके साथ क्या हुआ? तो I'm like, बता मेरे साथ क्या हुआ? He's like, आपकी इंग्लिश बड़ी अच्छी है. तो I'm like, हाँ अच्छी है. He's like, वो लोगों को इरिटेट करती है कि आपकी इंग्लिश बहुत अच्छी है. तो I'm like, हाँ लेकिन यार मैं थोड़ा बाहर बड़ा हुआ, you know, तो टिपिकली ये एक्सेंट नहीं है या वो एक्सेंट नहीं है, मेरा कुछ ऐसा मिशमैश सा एक्सेंट है. लेकिन जब आपके साथ जो हुआ ना, क्योंकि वी इक्वेट इसकी इंग्लिश अच्छी है मतलब ये स्पॉइल्ड है, प्रिविलेज्ड है, ये है वो है, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. अब जो आपके साथ जो हुआ ना, उसके बाद जितनी भी आपकी इंग्लिश अच्छी थी, इट मेड नो फकिंग डिफरेंस एनीमोर, क्योंकि एवरीबॉडी इज लाइक इसकी तो लग गई है. यू नो व्हाट आई मीन? गुड इंग्लिश, बैड इंग्लिश, गुड एनी लैंग्वेज, इसकी तो लग गई है. सो देन ऑल ऑफ अ सडन हम आपका एक्सेंट सुनना बंद कर दिया हमने, एंड वी जस्ट स्टार्टेड लिसनिंग टू व्हाट यू वर सेइंग, बिकॉज़ नाउ वी वर एट लेवल विद ईच अदर. आई जस्ट काइंड ऑफ सैट बैक एंड आई एम लाइक, हाँ? Yeah. I feel like people are listening to me instead of how I talk. Just in terms of listening to what I say. That's a big privilege. Yeah. You know, but I'd never heard it said to me in that kind of a sense.
ये वाली जो चीज़ है आपकी इंग्लिश अच्छी, वो लोगों को इरिटेट करती है, तो स्कूल से ही होता है यार. लाइक ये कौन है यार, मतलब ऐसे वो.
अरे बट यार ये प्रोफेशन चूज किया है ना हमने. एट द एंड ऑफ द डे somebody is like, मेरे को जेनिफर एनिस्टन के आँख पसंद नहीं है. बहुत आसपास है, you know. ऐसा you have to deal with these things, no, at the end of the day. लेकिन कभी-कभी आपको बोला जाता है, you just didn't realize it.
True.
You know कि हाँ यार, at some level ये मेरी journey है. Now what can we do about it? Nothing. Right? मैं इंग्लिश को बदलूंगा तो नहीं. I'll try and write better jokes for you every year. कब आप सुनते हैं और कब आप नहीं सुनते हैं, इस पे मेरा कोई कंट्रोल नहीं है.
So you're enjoying abhi the freedom you have gotten post everything what had happened, right?
I mean, dude, I think एक Netflix special आ गया था, and that laid everything to rest.
Yeah,
because I talked about everything, and it addressed everything well. उस स्पेशल को एक एमी नॉमिनेशन मिला, so that doesn't hurt. You know, it's a nice full circle to happen. But I've never felt more excited as an artist than I am in this moment. I'm getting to create, act, direct, talk. What more do you want?
मेरे को एक दो ही चीज़ें आपसे recommendations में और लेने. Are you a foodie?
Yeah.
Give us some like food recommendations or your favorite places to have food in India.
यार मैं रोने लग जाऊंगा. मेरा अभी पिक्चर होने वाला है फरवरी में, and I'm on some strange meals और मैं चीनी नहीं खा सकता, and like it's just I've understood finally जो actors बोलते थे ना, food is fuel. And for years I used to shit on gym bros कि यार अभी मैं जिम 2 बार जा रहा हूँ, and I have to build a body for this. I've got 4 months more. But Nizam's का double mutton single egg roll, middle circle Connaught Place, best. I really like a Shiv Sagar masala dosa early in the morning. Bastion में एक fried bread आता है, manto bread, और उसको कुछ prawns वगैरह में dip करके खाना, that's very nice. And I really like just a chocolate croissant. Yeah. Like that's my Sunday को वो रहता है. That's a nice this thing. That's it. That's what I like.
And one of the last segments, music. Music के बारे में बात करते हैं. Who are some of your favorite artists?
I'm always listening to music. So 80% of my day music is in my head. तो सुबह उठता हूँ तो I try and write first thing in the morning. So I've got 2 playlists. उसमें so one is it's called Mellow Cello. Sorry, but it's just like somebody playing the cello, and I listen to that. And there's a playlist called Music for Writing on Spotify, which I would highly recommend. It's just kind of focused music for early in the morning. I really like hip hop. So, but I like old school hip hop.
Nice.
So I like that. Bands I'm listening to right now, there's a band called Bloodywood that I'm listening to. That's very, very nice. Prabdeep.
Yeah.
So I like Prabdeep's music as well. We've kind of found a nice respect for each other. I like Prateek Kuhad stuff. You know, it's always great. And then the thing that I'm doing on this tour, I'm on an India tour right now. Every show that I do, I'm launching a singer-songwriter.
Oh.
So we took a decision saying हर city में local singer-songwriter, local fashion designer and local filmmaker को हम launch करेंगे.
लॉन्च कहाँ करोगे? आपके शो पे?
मेरे सोशल मीडिया पे एंड द शो पे. तो एक 360 डिग्री चीज़ है जहाँ मैं परसों कोलकाता जा रहा हूँ. तो वी पुट आउट अ पोस्ट सेइंग यू हैव टू बी स्ट्रगलिंग, राइट? इट कैन नॉट बी कि तुम यू आर ऑलरेडी अ रॉक स्टार एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. सो यू कांट बी विद द लेबल. You can't have your own label as a designer yet, or it has to be a new label. And as a filmmaker, you should be studying film, etc., etc. So when I land in Kolkata at the airport, there will be a filmmaker, and he'll follow me through the day. A local designer has designed what I'm going to be wearing for that show on that day, and a singer-songwriter will perform for 3,000 people at the top of this thing. All will get paid. I want to be clear, because there's exposure. You pay people for their work, right? The filmmaker has been told कि ये after movie नहीं है. So however you want to express yourself, आप कर लो. So if it is मैं सुबह उठा और फिर मैं वीरदास शो गया, या what does it take to make people laugh, आप एक छोटा सा 90 second का short film बना लो आप. And it'll go on my social media, so a lot of people will see it. But capture the day. I'll wear your clothes for the label. I'll introduce it to this thing. The photos will go on my social media, and I'll give you your clothes back.
अरे वाह.
So I'm not buying your clothes. And the singer-songwriter gets to play for 3,000 people here and gets introduced. So we've done 7 shows so far. So that's 7 fashion designers, 7 filmmakers, 7 these things. And we're doing that in every city in India.
Dude, this is beautiful.
मैं भी तो यहाँ आया था ना एक Times Food Awards करने के लिए, and somebody was like, "तू विजय बन." अभी मैं कौन हूँ? You know, so you have to do that for other people.
I think वो होता है कि this is something I also do कि if because when I came here, some people treated me really well. Like they gave me meetings, they met me when मतलब चलचित्र wasn't this big or anything, and I used to ask them why are you meeting me वगैरह. They're like because I had no reason not to. Like मेरे को हमेशा ऐसे याद रहा तो when someone wants to meet me, तो मैं हमेशा try करता हूँ कि hey let me give them that thing, a shout out. It's beautiful, yeah.
It's not even beautiful, yaar. It is an exchange of energies that is very, very important. You know, not just for them but for me also. Fine, audience large है, platform large है, ठीक है. You know, अगर आप talented है, घूम फिर के आप पहुंच जाओगे. If you are talented enough to be in front of the world,
Right.
you will be in front of the world. When I put the post out, I think we got something like 15,000 emails over the last 3 months, and my team had to to go to select from 15,000 emails. And I'm saying emails right from the fact of I'm a FTII second year student to मेरे पास phone है, मैं आपके लिए भैया reels बनाऊंगा. Like so they had to peer through from that to that. But I'll give you an example. मैं पुणे में आया. पुणे में मेरा filmmaker is a second year FTII graduate, right? There's a label called Dhag Sutra, right? Now if I show you this thing, it's got Joker faces over here, it's got Veer embroidered on the back, and it's like a sherwani type of a piece. Now मेरी कहाँ से औकात है ऐसे कपड़े पहनने के लिए? In no sense in the word this thing, but look at the level of detail and artistry. Now you cannot be in an atmosphere like that and not be your best. If I'm like, oh my god, a singer-songwriter is just killed for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm wearing this amazing outfit that some designer has sat and hand embroidered, and this filmmaker has come with his camera and he's got shot breakdowns, etc., etc. How good do I have to be worthy of these people's creativity? It's making me better only.
Have you done this for the first time? ये जो आप इस
I'd done it once before at the Emmys. So last Emmys I went, I was like, यार सारे when you get nominated for an Emmy, आपके बड़े-बड़े designers का phones आता है और they be like red carpet पे क्या पहन रहे? तो we put out a post saying, यार let's find a struggling kid and यार तू design कर ले. I don't care about clothes very much. I'm a minimalist, so I own 5 t-shirts and 3 pairs of pants. So we did a nationwide search. There's a kid called Pradeep Bhatt, and he's from Haldwani, and he was a third year student at NIFT Kangra, and he designed my outfit, and I wore it to the Emmys. And so I think Pradeep is now a successful designer. His design got out there to the world. We paid him,
हाँ.
and I think then I was like, I can just keep doing this, man.
The minimalist thing my team told me. I think आप लद्दाख गए थे and like तो कि yeah, the minimalism thing I also got to know very.
I'll take possessions, but I will not possess them. They'll run through me and they'll go back to whoever they need to. This outfit is not mine, but I'm not going to keep this outfit. It'll go to somebody else.
मेरे को तो भाई beautiful लगती है ये चीज़ें. That is me because this is the kind of exchange of energies you want when you come to a place जहाँ पे बहुत सारे artists, like let's say मुंबई, आप जहाँ पे भी एक ecosystem है कि hey the exchange of energy is what I'm talking about, like very important for the new people also. मतलब हर जना जिसके लिए आप ये कर रहे हो, they'll remember it for eternity and they'll also do it with 10 more people.
Whether they remember it or not, I hope that they pay it along. That's really all I want. I'm not saying this with any sense of arrogance, so please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Is I understand that I have been very blessed.
Yes.
And that I have succeeded, and that part of success makes you not just a story but sometimes a destination, and a destination can empower other people. So my platform is not just my platform. I can make it a destination for other talent.
Amazing, Veer. This was really, really nice. And is there anything that like I didn't talk about that you would like to mention?
Amazing. I don't want to talk about work or whatever. Whenever my work comes, you'll see it and people will hopefully talk about it. That's the way I do it.
Did you have fun?
I had fun. I'm sorry if it wasn't...
Tarkovsky.
Yeah, because I was like, यार मैं क्या बोलूँगा यहाँ पर, ऐसा इतना कुछ उखाड़ा नहीं है लाइफ में.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, ये पता नहीं क्या. नहीं, this is the kind of conversations we look for, and like I had a lot of fun.
I think the 5 people who watch it will have a very good time. So
यार आप शेयर कर दोगे तो मतलब 5 से ज़्यादा हो जाएगा.
सर आप अनुराग कश्यप से बात कर रहे हैं तो मतलब यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि एक आदमी सीक्रेट गेम्स बनाता है और एक आदमी सीक्रेट गेम्स देखता है. तो आई थिंक आपको सीक्रेट गेम्स देखने वाला ऑडियंस मिलेगा, बनाने वाला का बहुत बड़ा ऑडियंस. Hello, I'm Veer. I'm a comedian and you can find me in a wonderful conversation on Chalchitra Talks. Please watch and listen.